Hello.
Here.
We're here. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
How you guys, or girls, or people?
Are you excluding non-binary people, God?
That's why I said people. At the end,
As an afterthought, I mean, come on. They deserve better than to be an afterthought.
Wow. You heard. You wound me. Hello, Flower.
Well, the non-binary people are hurt by you and your exclusionism.
For Pete's sake.
It is the distant future year 20XX, and oh, who am I kidding? I'll be lucky to make it to 20XX plus 1 at this rate. Yep, that's all of us right now. That's all of us.
Flower was lucky and didn't sit through her long time of last time.
Is that lucky?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that Flower probably had to go through writing it, so however upset we were and sad, I'm sure it was worse actually writing it. Thank you for writing this lovely game that makes us cry. I've had my strand of fate twisted back and forth so often, it feels like it could snap at any moment.
Welcome!
Mired in depression and a supposed family curse, then lifted up by my amazing time at the Funplex, slammed back down by Dekonami, raised up again by the Discomfort and Burgers project.
I forgot what we named her.
Yeah, Flower, sorry. We know that this whole game is making a mockery of Dave & Buster's, so I just really needed our new name to have a D&B acronym. And we went with Family Restaurant and the esports, so we are Discomfort and Burgers. Okay, you're all caught up. And now descending farther due to a series of bad coincidences, culminating in a Pier 6 brawl in which I got shot. Yeah! But today, I'm back. Back to Discomfort and Burgers and ready to work, despite being on crutches. Normally, I have to mentally filter out the beeps and boops of a busy arcade, but not today. Aside from our regulars, nobody's here.
They're all gonna think they're gonna get shot.
Not exactly the sight I wanted to see on my grand return after heroically taking a bullet to the leg.
You put an apostrophe in the name.
Yep.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Employees only.
Employees only, yes! It's a callback, right? Totally on purpose.
No, it's Discomfort and Burgers Arcade. Burger is a name, of course. Little did you know, Crunk Spanglebottom's middle name was Burger all along.
Why was I taking a drink? I was about to spit up everything I just drank thanks to you. Why do you do this to me?
We're 3 days into this ambitious experiment, and it's already looking like a bust.
Wait, which one of us two are the history's greatest monster?
Clearly me for typing it.
This is happening.
Slam dunk straight into the depths of hell. Yep, that's correct. Oh, I mean, you weren't here to stop me from putting an apostrophe, so.
I missed one stream and what happened? You guys are terrible people.
Slam dunk straight into the depths of hell. Look, I'm Satan. I have to bring it directly to hell.
Flower, you've seen every other stream. It wasn't in hell already? That's what brought it to hell? That literally.
One of us goes by Satan. If you call me history's greatest monster, I will call it a compliment. We just did a painting event for work, and it was like this nice sailboat and a sunset, and I'm like, all right, let's draw hell. This sailboat, now on the river Styx.
Flower's gonna be like, and gonna unfollow for the rest of the time.
Unfollow never comes back.
Exactly.
Even with a reprieve from Mrs. Defame, we couldn't hush the event up completely. The news of gang violence at a local arcade spread over social media like wildfire.
That would.
Gavin had filled me in on all the details I missed while I was passed out. By the time the cops got here, both gangs were long gone, and the ghost monsters wiped our security footage on the way out the door. No arrests made, no evidence remaining. The only plus side? Sue and her ghost monsters apparently never came back. But even without them actively causing problems, that single day managed to smash our reputation. It's just
Super
so...
Smash Brothers?
So... What? Smash Tournament?
Smash Tournament, our
I
reputation?
thought they were Pac-Man.
Waka 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 waka. Well, Pac-Man's in Smash.
True.
Like...
True.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I want to say unreasonable, but technically it's not unreasonable. It's just
Unreasonable.
Frustrating.
Frustrating.
People not wanting to come to the site of a gang war shooting on the first day of opening is entirely reasonable.
Yes.
That's quirky?
Apparently.
I mean, come on! We had a single lousy day, and that's enough to send the masses running and screaming? Talk about overkill. But we didn't get overkilled, we got underkilled. We survived. It's frustrating to see all this amazing fun on display and nobody enjoying it. These games yearn for quarters. They are hungry and must be fed!
Underkilled?
Yes, underkilled. Krunk is still alive. Therefore, under.
But killed wouldn't be applicable.
Exactly. Just like underachievers have not truly achieved. I don't honestly know how we can recover from this. If we could only get the good word out, somehow correct this PR disaster. Seated behind the ticket desk with my crutches propped up nearby, light duty only for a week minimum, doctor's orders, I tried to mentally detangle this mess.
Hey Iris, are we...
Finally, you get a line.
What? This wasn't last stream where the first, 20 minutes was just you talking to yourself?
Narration, narration, narration. Fuck, now it's Juniper.
Narration, me, narration, Juniper, narration, narration, narration.
Narration, narration, narration. Don't forget where I had to be narration and Juniper and Hamza.
Ah, yes. 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 We're still
And Francine.
connected on social media, like the last 7 times you asked. Any luck with our security camera footage, then? Anything that we could give to the police? It might help our public image to have someone to point blame at. Nope, it's totally wiped, and my file recovery system failed. I guess that's to be expected when going up against cyber criminals. Like, they've even avoided bad press from the shooting. I haven't spotted the words ghost monsters in any of the articles I found about the attack. It's like they're ghosts.
Ooh.
Well, not literally ghosts. I just mean they clean their tracks very efficiently. Effectively. Both.
Both.
Yeah, not that. We did see them in their corporeal form, remember? At least that whole mess seems to be behind us. Now we just need to dig our way out of this hell hole.
Wow, you stuck in the word hell.
Well, apparently we're in hell.
I sigh heavily as the burden sinks into my lungs. And before I can groan further, I hear footsteps approaching me. I lock my phone and pocket it before seeing who it is.
Greetings, friends.
It is I, Hamza, here to discuss matters of great import with my good friend and worthy ally, Krunk Spanglebottom.
Hi, Hamza.
I sense a distinct lack of energy in your greeting, likely due to your sorrowful state after being shot.
Hobbling around on crutches isn't fun, but no, that's not the problem.
Regardless, you must always face the day with fire and purpose, Krunk Spanglebottom.
Such
Well,
is the iron.
we're in hell. There's enough fire around.
Only with an absolute will of iron, strong and resilient against that which assails you, can you achieve absolute victory in the world of arcade games.
Pardon my lack of fire. Just pondering how to deal with this reputation situation.
This displeases Hamza.
Indeed, those foul miscreants truly soiled our trousers on decency on opening day. Much like when we set our trousers on fire.
Didn't we take them off to put out a fire? No.
Well, they
Iris did
caught
put 'em on
fire, and then we had to take them off.
Iris did put them on fire, that's right. It's been a while.
We're still on run 1.
Yeah, I know!
Such misbegotten youth must pay for their insolence. What is your cunning plan for completely and utterly destroying them? Oh, Hamza.
I was thinking more along the lines of a PR campaign to rebuild public trust, not murder children.
Ah, far less exciting, but Hamza will assist in any way possible. You hold within you tremendous power of persuasion. Hamza has witnessed this firsthand. Your people skills are unmatched in how terrible they are.
I was about to say, when have I ever had people skills?
This isn't you, it's Krunk Spanglebottom. Don't be
I said that as Krunk Spanglebottom.
Perfection.
God damn it.
Wait, what?
The one reference. That one reference.
I know it's a reference, I don't know it's a reference to.
Believe in me, who believes in you, and strike forth into this world to re-establish our business as one of sublime arcade majesty.
Right. So, like, advertising or something?
Hamza suspects you will require a grander statement than some mere billboard. The violent incident made a splash. You, my friend, must make a tsunami! One which will wash away the blood and leave us clean.
So we gotta sacrifice to Jesus.
Ah, if only such opportunity would simply walk through those doors and lay its bounty before us, this could be a simpler matter.
Hold that thought. We've got a customer. Hello. Welcome to... Gosh dang it!
Well,
This piece of trash.
yep. Which is your job.
I know, and now I have to half remember what he even sounds like.
Like a piece of trash?
Okay, that's like a lot of people. Have to be a little bit more specific. Good morning. Dot, dot, dot.
Degonami.
Ah, good day, mister. Hold on, I'm trying to come up with your name.
Rude.
Hanson? Harrison? Something starting with an H.
I forgot how nasally you made him. It's really funny.
Does it matter?
Please excuse Hamza, Krunk Spanglebottom. I must return to my kitchen to be forcibly restrained by my chefs. lest I commit a crime against humanity. Actually, I think you would be doing humanity a favor if you just tried Daikon.
I was about to say, I don't think it would be a crime against humanity. What an eccentric fellow.
I stood there in silence and shock. I tried telling myself this was just a bad fever dream from my wound, but no such luck. This was 100% real. I watch as Daiko takes a look around the arcade, his smug grin ever present. I see his eyebrow arch as he takes note of the people, or rather the lack of people here playing games.
Such a shame.
Can't say I'm surprised in the slightest. Why would anyone want to come to such a mediocre arcade when the premium Daiko's Palace experience is available to them?
Hey, Sue. You can come back if we utterly fuck up Daiko's arcade.
I'd estimate you have maybe a month at best before you close down. I'm looking forward to purchasing this land. Maybe I'll make it a fun zone. Or just a parking lot.
Maybe we'll make you an auto zone. And smash your windows.
In zone, auto zone.
Do we kick Sue out or give her a second chance? What do we do? I think we told her rules are rules.
Yeah, we basically said, hey, you can stay as long as you follow the rules. Yeah, and that was before the whole war.
I'm so disappointed. She looks so cool, though.
We kicked 2 of her members out.
We did.
We could
Interesting. Oh, actually, I can pull up. Look at our great balance. Live on stream now. And here's our stats now. Sharky's thrilled because we're so fucking nice.
Perfectly balanced, that's all. We're not perfectly balanced yet.
Almost. Poor
bit.
Naomi. Just a little bit
bit.
behind. She's like 1 point behind.
But yes, we're almost perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Okay, Thanos?
We're not bold and steady enough to be Thanos. I don't think Thanos is quirky or kindly.
In his brain, he's kindly.
Is he basic?
I mean, also that, yeah. But I love how it's interesting, like,
I know,
did
right?
you not expect that from us? What did you expect from us? Yes, a parking lot. I shall call it the Spangle Bottom Memorial Parking Lot. It would be a fitting tribute.
Bitch, we're not dead yet.
Yeah. I'm not dead yet. I expected a gigantic pillaring tower of kindly points.
Oh, no. I haven't given Sharky full control for another stream. If I had, that probably would be where we're at.
Like 80% of all streamers have that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, okay, if I was in full control, yeah, we would have that. Yeah.
It would honestly be interesting if we did a full stream of just you or just me. But that's not what this stream is. That's not what this channel is. This channel is us bickering back and forth.
Yeah, I think it's definitely because there's the 2 of us and you are not...
Every time we get a kindly go, fuck.
Every time you pick a kindly answer, you're like, no, I want to go with this.
God damn it! That's my reaction every time. And then every time Juniper talks about what a nice and kind person we are at the end of the chapter, I'm just...
You mean Iris?
Yes, Iris. Sorry. They're both flowers.
Don't get Juniper and Iris mixed up.
They're both flowers.
Yes, but they're not the same character.
They're not. but they're both flowers. And they're both
Two flowers?
coded female. All right, Flower. You're apparently now a combination of Iris and Juniper. I hope you're satisfied with this.
You opened an arcade in the middle of gang territory. It's a reasonable assumption you'll collect a few more bullets along the way.
Oh, well, guess where you're standing right now.
Shotgun!
Nope. I can't handle this. Not today.
What do you want, Mr. Nami? If you need tokens, the change machine's over there.
A pity, is it not?
Tokens. How quaint. Still no swipe cards, eh?
I'll swipe a card through you.
Okay. I was wondering where you were going with this. Because there was a lot of places you could have gone.
Well, I was like, I mean, a butt crack is a place where you can swipe things. But then I was like, nah. It's
That's
more
why-
violent if we just swipe it directly down him.
That's what I figured you were gonna go, and I'm like, please don't. Please don't.
It's more violent if we just swipe it directly down his spine.
Gosh dang it, you.
Through his spine, rather.
Sadly, I'm not here to participate in your sad attempt at an esports community. Really, how can you hope to compete with so few games and such meager prizes?
By having actual fucking games.
No, I'm here to make one final
Am
offer.
I not generous?
This is against my better judgment, given the bad blood between us. But let it not be said that Dekonami is an unforgiving or cruel person.
Alright, so we have a shitty Taylor Swift song between us.
What?
Taylor Swift has a song, Bad Blood. Not all of her songs are super shitty, but that particular one is not well written. And then she collabed with... Who was it? Was it Kendrick Lamar? She collabed with some rapper for like a rap version of it.
I have no idea.
And apparently it was like a whole call out of Katy Perry or something, but then she made up with Katy Perry during the gay video for some reason.
Interesting.
I've mostly forgiven Taylor Swift for being silent through 2016. Which means now I just criticize her songs that are actually legitimately bad.
Man, I do not know celebrities, like any of them, by name or face. Flower.
I only know
I don't
so
know
many.
people in general by name or face. So you're not alone.
I now know Flower by Twitter, Con. That's it. I know of some celebrities.
Like, at work, it's a reoccurring thing where people are like, oh, do you know this person? I'm like, who are you talking about? And they're like, no, you must know him from this. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah, we had a game thing during the painting thing where everyone was supposed to call in another person to just tell like an interesting story about themselves. And it's like whoever tells the most interesting story wins or something, but it must be true. And I was trying to think of an interesting story and a bunch of people had like celebrity mentions or something. And I was like, well, once I met, I think it was the guy behind like RuneQuest or something at GDC.
Quest. Okay. I've never heard of
I think it was RuneQuest. It might have been some other one, but it was like one of those really well-known old RPGs.
Uh-huh.
And he was just chatting with us casually.
Yeah.
And because it was during GDC and back when they had like pre-packed lunches instead of like a lunch card thing for the week. We got like pre-packed lunches per day. They stopped that because at one point, I believe the roast beef gave a third of the people who got the free lunches food poisoning. And so they're like, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah, that was also the year that there was a wedding at GDC, and then the groom got the food poisoning from the sandwich. Anyway.
Okay, if you sign over ownership of this arcade to me, I'll spare your careers.
His rings are so tacky.
Just like his face.
True. Although now that I said that, I'm like, alright, I should put on one of my rings as an ace ring for the moment. Let's see, which one should I use? Should I use the one with the little black rose on it? Or should I use this really thin one that's mostly black? Or, well, the mostly black because that's normal ace rings. Or should I use the dragon ring?
Yes.
What, all three?
Why not?
Okay. Well, actually, no. The dragon one extends below, so that makes it hard to stack. But I can do the rose one and the black one together. Great. We should post our ace rings at some point. You know, once I actually get a real one. I want to get a black dragon ring.
I mean, you do you. My ring's a ring. Yes, even Miss Fairchild and Miss Wolf. I'm sure I could find something for them to do at one of my facilities.
Think about this.
You should count yourself lucky I'm even willing to do this. You get an opportunity few others who cross me are ever offered. If you don't agree to my terms, I'll stand idle and watch as everything burns down around you. You have my word on that.
Oh, so you'll do nothing. Great. I like do nothing.
A do-nothing attitude. It's what I have.
Okay, obviously I want to say no to this fabulous offer. But at what point do I cut my losses? Miss Francine believed in dreams, but she also believed in practicality and trade-offs. Am I ready to give up everything so that I have something resembling a future? Not to this fucker.
I was about to say, Flower, you needed a third option with swearing.
Look, it's not I'm never giving up my dreams. It's I'm never giving up my dreams to this motherfucking piece of shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
From someone else, it'd be like, maybe.
Sell out. Money.
We make no money. We know, I don't know, there's nothing more to that than just we make no money.
Apparently we're supposed to sell out our dreams.
Look, I already sold out in my real life, thank you.
I think my dreams are dead, so I can't sell something that's dead.
I sold out my real life dreams for cash. Maybe that cash can one day fund my dreams in the distant future.
I think
if I survive. If I live to 20XX plus 1.
I think college killed mine. It did a real good job of just stabbing it while it was sleeping. And then kept stabbing. And I don't think it ever really stops.
So about how you should go to therapy. Anyway. Of course I'm not giving up. I mean, seriously. I had so many opportunities to jump ship prior to this. Why would I bail this close to the end? I'm going to fall for a sunk cost fallacy instead.
Yeah! Yeah! Sorry! Wait, only if I get a $500,000 salary, 3 company cars, a Hollywood mansion, and my own line of designer fragrances. There are your curse options. Thank you. But I love 4. But
That one is funny. I'd
You're
most
never
likely
choosing.
just say 3.
Aw, not 1? If not
That's my
4,
second choice.
If not 4, I would rather go with 1. Because we swore at him once, I want to
Yeah.
swear at him again.
You don't regret that.
3 is so... Oh, Flower's calling you out.
I'm sorry that you hate your own Gavin.
Flower's calling you out.
Hmm?
I said Flower calling you out.
I'm okay with being boring. Boring gets shit done sometimes.
Why would you ever regret swearing at this piece of trash?
Because then he got to cuss us out back.
Oh no!
I
You
don't...
swearing.
I think, personally, that to cuss someone out feels nice, but to utterly destroy them from the inside out, that feels better.
Shaking my head.
What?
Something.
Look, I didn't cuss out Vegan Douche. I just made sure he knew my salary on the way out.
Pick your option.
I will.
Every time you ask, the answer will remain the same. Absolutely not. You can ask a dozen or more times, and my resolve will not change. This is the path I've laid out for myself, and I'm gonna walk it to the end. You think I'm ruining my future? That remains to be seen. I will see it through.
I mean, cross out that remains to be seen and put maybe, but I'm still not giving it to you.
Swear, swear, swear. Nothing.
You don't even swear, kid.
Nope, I don't. I choose not to.
You choose the options that involve cussing him out, and then I have to do all the actual cussing.
Yeah, because he deserves it.
No, what he deserves is to be haunted in his dreams at night by his own failure.
He's not going to be.
Yet,
He's a capitalist.
yeah. He's the Monopoly man. All he's missing is a monocle and a top hat.
Not bad.
He's got a cane. A very gaudy, ugly cane. Actually, because I was rewatching Teen Titans Season 1 the other day, right? And it reminds me of, look up Mad Mod from Teen Titans. It reminds me of that cane.
Which one was Mad Mom? Alright! The break!
Yep. The extremely British one.
The extremely British one. Right. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. It's your decision to make, of course. Your own life to ruin with your stubbornness.
Yes, ours, not yours.
So be it.
So be it. I guess I'll just have to settle for buying the burnt out husk of your business once it ultimately collapses around you.
So he wants to buy the arcade in the middle of gang territory, or? I mean, if he thinks it's such a bad idea for us to have one here, why does he want it? It's a bad business decision.
He wants to have it so that you don't have it. He's jealous. You have an arcade, I want an arcade! You already have like 20 arcades. But I want the arcade! I think you underestimate the damage being associated with the criminal element can do, Specklebottom. It's enough to ruin even the mightiest of arcades. Oh, and I doubt the ghost monsters have forgotten you. They will return, and they will make matters far worse for you.
Oh, I don't think so, because Sue knows that she owes us her life.
Mwahaha, mwahaha.
And immediately, I take notice. Play it cool. Play it cool. Don't let on. Just test the waters.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Really? Ghost monsters? I thought that gang was called, like, Lovely Chainsaw or something?
Foolish fool.
Yes, ghost monsters. Sadly, they insist on naming themselves after that absurd ancient video game reference. Of all the childish immature.
He shakes it off quickly enough, refocusing on me.
But enough banter. I believe I'll take my leave. I'll not see you again, Specklebottom. I'll let my lawyers handle purchasing what little will remain of you. Good day.
Once he's out of earshot and well beyond the confines of the arcade, I pull out my phone to verify something.
Iris, you checked all the news articles about the shooting, right? Hmm? Oh, yes, I've analyzed them all. Did you need me to pull up a specific one? Just confirm something for me. The ghost monsters were never mentioned by name in any of them, right? Yes, it seems Sue's friends are good at covering their tracks. Why?
This is it. This is the chance we need. Admittedly, it's a slim chance, but at this point, I'll take what I can get.
Message everyone. I'm calling another wig intervention conspiracy.
You really just keep putting the shin in there.
Oh, whatever. Ooh, you're all fired up. Okay, message sent.
I'll need everyone's help to fill in gaping holes in my plan, but at least now I have a plan. It's time for one last-ditch effort to save Discomfort and Burgers. Discomfort and Burger apostrophe S. Hamza's restaurant.
The burger zone?
The arcade.
The burger zone.
The arcade, obviously.
So who is Discomfort and who is Burger?
Discomfort is Crunk, because Crunk is always uncomfortable. And Hamza is clearly Burger, since he helped run the restaurant part.
Ah, okay. Okay.
They're code names for Crunk and Hamza, but it's actually Discomfort and Burgers. Hamza's restaurant in the back of the arcade made for an ideal gathering place. We'd picked out one of the largest tables, one where we could easily speak to each other. Calm has returned once more, after the very sight of Deiko Nami caused a red mist of rage to descend upon Hamza. Can Hamza interest anyone in only the finest of spicy buffalo wings, or perhaps a diet soda?
I'm good, thanks.
Sure, I'll have a soda. Yum! But it's diet soda. Hamza's great, except that he kills my voice. He kills my vocal cords, but he's very entertaining. This was it. This is where we'd make our last stand. I looked around the room, at everyone, at all my friends, and nodded to each of them, determinedly.
No one else kills your vocal cords? Just having to be the only one speaking for so long.
Fuck you.
I'm talking about, like, you having to do it so often.
I know. Which is why I said fuck you.
Oh, no thanks. Okay, I know things are rough, but I've got let's say a good 60 to 80% of the plan for how we can turn things around. 80 being the high, 60 being like the low point of the high. It's probably more like 30%. Like, we can all agree what happened wasn't our fault, yeah? Someone else screwed us over. Every problem we face can be traced back to that. The ghost monsters and lovely chainsaw may be to blame, but the court of public opinion puts the blame squarely on our shoulders. Our venue is tainted by their actions. We can cry foul all we like, but if there's even a chance of violence returning to our doorstep, it'll keep customers away. It's a real bummer. We haven't seen any families here since opening day. Parents just aren't willing to take their children somewhere that's known for being dangerous. Yeah, they are. It's called amusement parks. Actually,
A lot of things.
I wasn't talking about the gangs.
In fact, it's called insisting on reopening the schools in a pandemic.
It's called going to Disneyland in a pandemic.
All right, kill me.
No!
Oh.
You're the one running the stream. You're not allowed. Flower says so.
You own Arcade Spirits? We both bought the bundle. And then the other bundle, right?
Yeah, but I'm not this far along. I would have to remix.
I can send you the save file. Just like you sent me the save file before. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't! No dying! See, Flower says so.
What? Sharky, no dying? Sharky, no dying.
I'm allowed to die, you're not.
You're not allowed to die.
Today, I learned who our true enemy is. And that person is do-do-dodo.
Do-do-dodo. The beast that wears human skin. Yes! Surely he is to blame. Hamza is admittedly uncertain as to how, but Hamza is also perfectly willing to go along with this idea.
I hate him enough, it has to be his fault.
I hate him! Therefore, I don't actually know how it's his fault. But yeah, it's all his fault!
Earlier, when he was taunting me, he slipped, mentioning the ghost monsters by name. Except, those hackers keep their noses clean. They left us with no proof that they were even involved, thanks to our security cameras being wiped. The cops didn't go after them. The news didn't identify them. So, how did Dago know about them? Answer, Dago hired the ghost monsters to ruin our opening day!
Oh, my theory from, like, the halfway through that day.
Well, no, your theory was something
Call
a
it.
little bit different. I think one of your theories was a little bit different.
Which one?
I think you theorized that Shu was related to Dago?
At one point, but I definitely, like, made the connection between them.
Oh, yeah.
Before
Oh, yeah.
that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I came up with a bullshit theory of, like, are they related? Which they still could be. But, even before that,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, they've been hired. When it was all the guys going around causing trouble, I was like, they all seem to be in a group together. I feel like they've been hired. And there's only one person who would have hired them.
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
Huh. In hindsight, it should have been more obvious.
It was.
I blame myself for not seeing it sooner. Far too many coincidences to be otherwise. And the fact that they only started wreaking havoc once Mr. Fame showed up to bear witness. I can see what you're throwing down, Krunk. Sue and her friends didn't seem awful at first. I remember talking to Clyde. They were very nice and friendly. I still love their names. And then Mr. Fame showed up and... Oh my gosh, wait! Do you think Mr. Fame is involved? Considering she was willing to hold back her review, I don't think she's knowingly involved. But Daco may have gotten wind she'd be showing up and took advantage.
What if?
But you don't think Daco wouldn't stoop that low, right? Hiring some random street gang to mess with us? Would he?
I mean, you did meet Sue at his arcade.
We did meet Sue at his arcade.
Oh, he would. He's a spiteful bastard. Of course he'd try to ruin our opening day. The only reason he didn't destroy Miss Francine was out of some weird sort of gentlemanly respect for a fellow elder business owner. But today, Konami, Crunk is basically pond scum.
Thanks. To be fair, I doubt he orchestrated the bullet-riddled finale of the evening. That pushes plausibility.
Yeah, but I mean, if you knowingly send in
A gang into another gang's territory?
He said it was gang territory. He knows that there's another gang in this area.
Yeah.
I doubt he also hired Lovely Chainsaw, but you know.
True. He wouldn't have even needed a shooting to ruin us. Negative review alone would have done the job. Being even slightly associated with the gang would have been awful.
Then wouldn't the ghost monsters just wipe their names from her review?
If Mr. Fame reported us as a hotbed of teenage chaos, the living reenactment of Lord of the Flies, it spelled doom even without bullets flying around.
A living reenactment of Beelzebub?
Okay, there is no demons in Lord of the Flies.
Demons? Me! Me! I volunteer!
I need more alcohol for this.
Me too, actually.
The one bottle's finally running low.
Oh.
I guess we're lucky she held the review back. The problem is, we have no proof of this, do we? No way to tie Dago back to the ghost monsters, other than him slipping up and mentioning him in the Kronk, that he never admitted to this on the record. Iris hasn't been able to dig up any digital evidence, although there's our eyewitness testimony, which should be enough to warrant some investigation, right? But for some reason, that doesn't seem to be enough for the police. I know a few of the local cops, and how they think. If they're not looking into the ghost monsters, odds are they're actually looking into the ghost monsters quietly.
Teo, why do you know the cops?
Because they pulled him over enough?
Hey, cab!
Which admittedly doesn't help us in clearing our name. And it's too much to hope that Daco simply confesses to orchestrating the incident which ruined us.
Of course it won't.
Come on!
Ugh, that slimy bastard's not getting away with this. I'll beat the truth out of him if I have to! As amusing as that would be, I wouldn't suggest it, love. We need to be smart about this and undermine him rather than take the direct approach. You mentioned having most of the plan, Crunk. Care to elaborate?
Okay, I said 30% of a plan, remember? Well, if Daco won't confess his sins to Jesus, we need the next best thing. I actually really like the police option here, but sadly in 2020, it's not presented well enough to justify picking it.
Oh, when it was the, Blue Ghost guy, I was like, yeah, I'd love to threaten to call the cops on him, but I'm not an asshole to that degree. So, nope!
Yeah.
Like, just, yeah, nope. Nope, not calling police on the black member of that group. Nope.
We need this henchman to flip on him. See, I sensed some tension from Daco about the ghost monsters. He called them childish and immature. There may be some bad blood between them. How about we break up their partnership. My plan is to track down the ghost monsters, get them to turn on their employer, and confess to their crimes. Yee! Once the media hears it from Sue herself that the incident was all thanks to Daiko's scheming, it'll clear the good name of Discomfort and Burgers.
Yep, the great name.
I think if I'd offered more details that Teo specifically knows a cybercrime investigator, it might get picked more?
I think that that might have been true in 2019. In 2020, ACAB and defund the fucking police. So I probably still wouldn't go for it.
This plan is foolproof. I think.
I mean, you know, even if we get the police to somehow investigate Daiko Nami, he appears to be white. He'll get treated to a burger. Like Dylan Roof.
Who?
I think that was his name. The Charleston shooter. The one who shot up a black church. Let me double check that I have the right name, but... Yeah, Dylan Roof, the Charleston shooter. They found him and bought him Burger King and gave him a bulletproof vest because they were afraid that others might try to hurt him.
Yeah, for the next game I decided the city's police are defunded, and when you encounter the same investigator, she's working in a restructured special team for cyberbullying and corporate corruption.
Way better!
Yeah. More 2020 than a game that wasn't released in 2020.
Yeah, I mean... Defund the Police picked up steam in 2020, but like... What, Ferguson was 2014?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So...
It's been a while.
Yeah. I'm answered with a myriad of blank stares and blanks.
So not everybody congratulate me all at once, now. Or ever.
Okay, so this isn't really me criticizing, but
Okay, thanks for criticizing.
your plan, kinda sucks. You want us to track down a bunch of hackers we already can't find, and then ask them politely to betray the guy who's paying them a lot of money?
Exactly!
Between this and the shooting, I'm worried your health insurance premiums are about to go through the roof, Crunk.
What health insurance premiums? I don't have insurance.
Are you saying that Crunk is a bad boss who doesn't provide their employees with insurance? And if
He might give them insurance. Is he giving himself insurance? For themselves insurance?
I think Crunk would give himself insurance if it's through the company, because then premiums are lower because it's in a group, I think. Or not premiums. Or is it premium? Whatever the payment is.
That's why I said it was maybe 60% of a good plan. Well, we don't have a lot of options, people. Right now, the only ones who can save us are the ones who ruined us. Daiko and Sue. I'm confident that if I can find Sue and talk to her, I can get her to see reason.
By pointing out that we literally saved her life.
It's true. Krunk was willing to give them another chance and hear out their side of things before. Sue really seemed to like Discomfort and Burgers. There's some disagreement between her and Daiko about our arcade. That could be why. Exactly. I can't get through to her. If I try. Or if I try. I don't know. What's the pronunciation? I don't do it correctly. This hinges on our ability to find Sue. find an unfindable bunch of ghosts. Waka waka waka. Iris can't even track down. And that's where you all come in.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a snack and more drink.
Waka 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 waka
Waka,
waka
waka,
waka
waka,
waka
waka,
waka waka waka
Walk
waka.
away.
When you walk away,
Are you gonna sing?
no!
Well, then why are you starting?
Because you should have picked it up. So how are you doing, Flower? Been busy? Keeping up with everything? Oh man. Oh wait, that showed off a new character? Man, I need to pay more attention. I didn't realize that the next game got a new character revealed.
Mm-hmm. I didn't read all of the character profiles yet, but yeah, there's a new one. The one we met.
Hmm?
The one we met, I think, got revealed today, or this week.
One that?
Yes. The FOD announcer. Flower told us and everything. It was like a sneak preview, because then it got referenced in the interview thing.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Man, Flower gave us, like, advanced information and you forgot. Wow. So unappreciative.
No, I just have the memory of a goldfish.
Such an unappreciative goldfish.
Hence why my name is Sharky the Goldfish.
Such an unappreciative goldfish.
Sorry, is it Sharky the Goldfish Blade? Is the goldfish my middle name or just a nickname?
No, it's a title. Sharky Blade the goldfish.
Sorry, kind of lurking in and out playing games, so that's fair.
It's okay. We don't expect full participation. Actually, we expect zero participation from anyone, but we appreciate that you're here.
We expect... Holy crap, people are here. We're so happy that you're here.
We're forever shocked that anyone wants to spend time around us. Especially considering the stream just consists of us bickering.
Yeah.
Bickering and
But people-
tangenting.
But people apparently find the bickering hilarious. Like... I don't know.
So we're a slapstick comedy duo.
Except we don't tell jokes at the end of it.
Hmm?
Except we don't tell jokes at the end of it.
You know what slapstick comedy is, right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
They're not exactly telling jokes.
All options on the table. I want to hear your ideas for how we find Deku Sirens. Let's fill in the other 40% of my plan. Or 70. Or 80. And make this happen.
And awkward glances back and forth are all I get in return. I get why they're concerned. This is the slimmest of hopes, the narrowest of margins. I'm asking them to follow me on a hunch.
Pick Naomi's option, whatever it is.
But I know this can be done. I know I can get Sue to give us the dirt we need to clear our name. Heck, some days it feels like all I do is talk my way through problems. If that's my one special skill, I'm going to rely on it for this final conflict. Now, if we could just find her. For that, I need their help. And that means I need to motivate them, like a true leader would. Oh, we got no.
Kindly, like a true leader, apparently.
Well, I mean, I do think that a true leader should be a bit kindly, at least.
It's not the leadership that I've been used to, apparently. Nothing.
Well, I also believe that a vast majority of people who have leadership in this society are boldly, but that more of them should be kindly.
Sounds about right. So, what are we choosing?
Well, I was just checking because the other times it was like, oh, you have to pick from your top 2 traits. So I was checking if study or boldly is the next highest now.
And they're both the same.
Which means I want to know what the program's going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have that anyway.
I don't know. Kind of leaning towards the top one. Kind of leaning towards the top one.
One or 3, so okay, 1.
What? Are we just gonna lay down and die then? Yes, I'll do that.
No,
Blech.
you're not allowed to die.
I'm dead.
You're not allowed to be dead. See, I know you can see the screen now, so you can see me highlighting. No dying!
Decided if it's too much to save discomfort and burgers? Apostrophe yes. Dago tried to buy this arcade not half an hour ago. I started packing because I believe in what we've made. Because I believe we can win! We fought so hard to get where we are today. I'm going to keep fighting and fighting until I've got nothing left in me. Are you willing to do the same?
Oh wait, quick before anything else changes! We got it! We got the perfectly even. I feel like this should be our new Twitter profile picture. This will be our new icon. This will be our new everything.
It's just perfectly balanced.
It was just the fact that we have a perfect balance.
As all things should be.
As all things should be. We got it! She was the first one! Yeah!
But it's gonna probably go through and like...
Oh, it's gonna go through them and add more. But that's why I took the screenshot now before it changes.
It's also at 20,000 points even. It had a nice even score too.
Yeah!
So beautiful.
And if we took 1 point away from kindly and put it to study, we could have had a 3-way tie.
Yeah, well, depends.
Okay, fuck you too, kid. Anyway, I'm so glad we've captured it
We have captured it.
for eternity. Now we have evidence
that we're perfectly
that we hit a
balanced.
perfect even at this point in the game.
At level 8.
Mm-hmm. Well, because if you have a perfectly even score at the end of chapter 1, like that's chapter 1, but to have it perfectly even at chapter 8, that's an accomplishment.
That is pretty impressive. Well,
You have my sword.
and my bow.
And no longer perfectly. And my ass.
What? What?
No. Queen Bee's game of choice is Fist of Discomfort, and her weapon of choice is apparently her ass.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make the joke that's being suggested here. Wait, no, axe! Damn, I always get that one wrong. Everyone nods in agreement, and I can even see some smiles start to appear. We're all on board. Now, to just determine the how of the plan. Decision. Finding the ghost monsters.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Well,
Oh no!
Perhaps.
At risk of stating the obvious, why don't we talk to the police about this?
oh, Gavin. You're the
Yeah.
black man here.
Oh, Gavin. No.
Also, no, we use the police as a threat. Remember, Sue is the one who insisted no pigs.
I thought Karen was the critic.
Hmm?
They've proven unhelpful so far, but if we go down to the station and fully explain our situation, we may be able to gain the information we need.
Or they'll arrest you on sight, Gavin, because you're the black man.
I feel like this would be a reasonably steady course of action. I'm not certain about showing up and just asking for them to put their files to us. But you're correct. The police would have the information we need.
I'm sorry to point out that it's the two men of color who are suggesting we go to the police, and this feels... But of course,
Yes.
This game was pre-2020.
This game was pre-2020.
Sorry, your game already became outdated this fast.
Oh.
Look, the truth is, they are the two men of color in this
Yeah.
group. And for some reason, they're the ones suggesting we go to the police.
Except cybercrime is a sticky situation. You have to control leaks. You're going into the ghost. They're looking into the ghost monsters. They won't just tell us outright. The key is talking to the right people. I know most of the cops at Ben and Matt's Donut Shop by name, and I know one friendly officer that'll help us.
Nope, no way.
Why get the cops involved? We already know someone who's got an axe to grind against Sue and her buddies. Or rather, a chainsaw.
That's right, baby. We can ask about the Chainsaw Gang. They'll be easier to find. It won't probably be too real to divulge all the dirt they have on the ghost monsters. That also is, it's an option, yeah. Or they'll carve us up with switchblades. Could go either way.
I'll admit this is a super gutsy move, but if we pull it off, we don't need to involve the authorities at all. This whole situation's a bit too sticky for my liking. Cops and robbers, no thank you. Although the alternative I'm about to suggest may be stickier still. Kronk first met the ghost monsters at Dago's palace, yes? They're regulars there. So we investigate Dago's palace to find someone who knows Sue and her mates. If we can find a good friend of hers and make them understand why we need to speak with Sue, well, we're already on somewhat good terms with Sue, thanks to Kronk remaining diplomatic about all of this. We should keep that going. Plus, we saved her life. Well, Kronk saved her life.
I'm pretty sure if I showed my face at Dago's palace, it'd get mashed into paste by his private security goons.
Send Juniper. There we go!
Okay, hi Juniper!
But my face wouldn't. Takeo doesn't know me. I was Funplex adjacent rather than a Funplex regular. And I think the last time I set foot in a Daiko's palace was years ago, so I could wander freely with Juniper, except for when I throw a hissy fit at what they've done to Mubi. Yeah, we could slip in and ask around about Sue without anybody even noticing. I'd say this kindly strategy is an honest appeal to those who may know her. What could be more cordial?
Definitely.
If she's got a single friend in that place, I'll find them. It's a daring mission in enemy territory. Wait for you, Kronk? I'll do it. What are you looking at me for? I don't have any ideas. I mean, well. You could try Googling for her accounts.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Googling trademark.
Googling trademark for her accounts?
Better.
I'm not sure that they've actually trademarked the word Googling.
No, I don't think they have.
They would have trademarked Google.
Yeah. I'm reasonably sure Iris has already tried that. Iris? Yes. I've even used Yahoo trademark, Bing trademark, Alta Vista, I don't know that one, trademark, and Webcrawler trademark.
But did you use DuckDuckGo?
I have no idea what half of those are, neither do I.
Okay, but that's not really what I meant. I mean, checking online forums for arcade enthusiasts. She loves arcades, right? She may have an account there. I've been rejoining online communities lately to try to open up to like-minded folks and socialize a bit more on my own terms. She's gotta be lurking in one of those places. Oh wait, I know. If we can't passively search for her, we can actively call her out. As much as I hate internet trolls, they do get results. If we taunt the ghost monsters online, well, I'm positive Sue's the sort of person who looks herself up constantly, right?
The winner is you.
Of course. And with my help, we can establish fake accounts and spread the message so far and wide that she can't miss it.
At that point, why not just spread the rumor online that Daiko's palace hired them?
Yes!
Like, not only would you find her, but also the people on those forums would already start to catch wind of it and start to believe it's true. See, I'm too Slytherin for kindly.
You are. Well, this isn't the kindly option!
I know. But I mean, I'm too Slytherin for this shit.
Well, you might be going with that one for points.
Hmm?
We wouldn't be going with the gutsy option for points. Need to get back to that perfect balance. And I don't think we're gonna be talking to the cops. I suggest we use a public internet access point to keep it from being traced back to Discomfort and Burgers, though.
Ooh, road trip.
Road trip.
I believe the last time we took a road trip, Crump got possessed by an evil arcade game. I can tell from Gavin wincing at this that he is not a fan. But he's not a fan of Iris in general, so even though he has one.
Good work.
I like this plan, Miss Sammy. It's pretty quirky, but it just might work. Ah yes, our least one. We're either choosing the kindly or the quirky one.
Are we though?
Points!
Yeah, Gavin needs points.
Are you gonna go to the police?
Percy needs points.
That's the kindly one. Percy's the kindly one.
Right. Fuck.
So, we're either choosing the kindly or the quirky one, because we're not going to the police.
Don't make me tempted to go to the fictional police.
So you cut out, what'd you say?
Don't make me tempted to go to the fictional police.
Are you actually going to go to the fictional police, though?
Well. I mean, one. But on the other hand, Flower really likes the police option, but said it's not presented well enough. And I feel like because it's written such that Gavin and Teo are the ones suggesting it, something tells me that these fictional police are a lot less racist than the real police.
Is that hard? You don't got it if you don't wanna.
Oh, mostly I just like being steady.
Yeah, you really don't like the kindly options.
See, I'm like, some of the time, the options that get presented as kindly, I disagree are kind. In part, this is almost one of them. Because I don't think that it's exactly kind to go finding her friends and using them to get to her. Because that's manipulative. I do think that it sounds a lot better than trying to go through their enemies. Because, okay, from a purely practical standpoint, in terms of each of these options, right? The police are very impersonal and even aside from my general like distrust of the police, are they really going to be tracking her whereabouts at any given time? I don't think that necessarily helps us find her in like a physical location. So that's for that option. For finding her enemies, that is ostensibly a good plan until those enemies realize you're going to try to strike a deal with their enemies. Suddenly you're on the enemy gang's shit list. Finding their friends and having their friends appeal to them to come talk to us. Are you sure that's kind? To me feels manipulative. So it is actually my preferred choice in terms of everything there. It just doesn't feel kindly. 'Cause using your friends to get to you is not exactly a nice thing to do. The quirky one, I suppose, is the next best one. And from a logical standpoint, I actually think that spreading an online rumor through like popular arcade boards and like communities online would actually help us more in our case, because even if it turned out to be true, we've planted the seeds of doubt into the general populace, which is the goal because we're trying to recover our PR. So I guess in the end that puts me towards quirky. Well, I did say I wanted options. Involving the cops after all these semi-shady things we've done is risky. So is provoking a rival gang of armed hooligans. So is infiltrating Tico's palace. So is... Okay, posting a few troll messages isn't that risky given how many social media companies actually adore trolls and nurture them for advertising dollars. But it could annoy Sue. What's the best path forward? But before I can decide, Juniper raises her hand. All of these sound great, but... Crunk, you're still recovering from an injury. The less moving around you do, the more likely you'll heal nice and quick. You can't go gallivanting around the city chasing down rumors about the ghost monsters today.
It's not in an iron lung or anything. I'm still mobile.
Light duty only. Doctor's orders, remember? But I have a solution to this conundrum. It's simple and super effective. Let us do this for you. You've had to tackle all these problems since joining the Funplex by yourself. Why not step back and let us handle this one?
No. Okay, but I need to be there when we finally confront Sue.
So that we can wave our crutches around to guilt trip her. See, Slytherin.
Stop being so Slytherin.
Why?
Well, you're out and about. I'm gonna get some rest, so I'm ready for tonight. Sound good?
Sounds good. These are my friends. I trust them entirely. So now the only question is, which plan do I want to give my Crunk seal of approval? I like how it explicitly told us in the description of each one which one is which, but because we chose to hide the icons at the beginning, they're hidden again, so we don't know which one is which.
Yes, we do.
I mean, hidden with the intent of people not knowing which one is which.
Yes. I say the bottom two. Hmm?
I'm also sad because Gavin's my favorite.
I know he is.
Just like you can't choose between Naomi and Ashley.
Picking favorites is hard in most circumstances.
Hmm?
Picking favorites is hard in most circumstances.
Is it though?
It is for me. Like, most times when people are like, hey, what's your favorite blog? I'm like,
I feel like usually picking favorites in a dating sim is really easy for me.
See, I have a, not just in dating sim, I always have a problem picking favorites.
You have to remember the percentage of people that I do not like.
Most of humanity?
Hmm?
Most of humanity?
Mm-hmm.
What amount of people don't I like?
Hmm?
What are the amount of people that I don't like?
Well, let me put it this way. Here, we have a balanced group of people. In real life, the personality traits are not this balanced
Yes.
in the general population.
Yes. So pick the option.
Hmm?
Pick the option. Stop stalling.
I'm gonna keep stalling.
No stalling.
I am enjoying my tortilla chips.
You can pick the option while you're chewing.
Yeah, but I can't read the option while I'm chewing because it's bad.
How is that bad?
Because then I have to read while eating. I'm not gonna talk with my mouth super full of crunchy chips.
You don't have to talk to move the mouse and read.
I meant reading the dialogue afterward.
Who says it's your line next?
Do you regret letting me have the control over this game now?
Not like I had much choice.
Well, I mean, technically, once you figured out, like, how to get Spyro running, I'm pretty sure Spyro is more intensive than this.
But by that point, we were so far in, it's not worth it.
I mean, I could have sent you the save file.
But we were so far in, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between I was having problems in Chapter 1, then we're in Chapter 8.
Okay, you figured out the issue and, like, figured out a solution by, like, Chapter 4.
Yeah, okay, but that's still Chapter 4. That's halfway through the game.
Weren't we on, like, Chapter 2 midway or something by the time we switched?
No. We were in Chapter 1. We hadn't even met, like... I don't even think we met Percy by the time we switched. No, we met Percy, but then it crashed. So we didn't
I
even
think that was
finish
it.
meeting.
Yeah.
We didn't even finish meeting Percy by the time we switched. Do you see how big of a difference that is?
I also don't read Sue as being someone who Googles herself constantly. Rather, I think she probably has alerts set up for mentions.
Then pick 3. Then pick 3. It's points with Percy.
Probably also points in kindly.
It's points with Percy.
I'm so sick of kindly.
It's points with Percy.
It doesn't even feel kind.
Okay, but you're going at it with the Slytherin mindset. Stop being
That's
so
the whole
Slytherin.
point, is that it's a Slytherin thing to do. Is that you're infiltrating to try to find a friend of hers to get in contact with her by convincing the friend to do the convincing for you. What part of that is not Slytherin?
I mean, if you go in with the Slytherin mindset, it's Slytherin.
You know what? If you want to talk about points, we get the most balance out of these two.
But aren't we also talking about Juniper all the time? Shouldn't we be with Juniper more?
Well, she's a hidden romance, and we're not doing a romance, and also, like... If I choose this one, you have to do all the talking.
Wow.
What? It's true. If we do Juniper and Percy, then I'm both. If we do Gavin and Teo, you're both.
If we do Naomi and Iris, it's even.
Realistically, I like steady options, I like Gavin, and the actual point-wise, if you're really going to use points and evenness as the argument, you should be arguing for going to the police.
Sorry. Why would I argue going to the police?
I'm gonna trust here that Flower did not write the police super racist. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Look, you pushed for the bold option earlier if I wasn't gonna do kind or quirky. Well, no, I think you wanted the quirky one there. And then you pushed for bold. So now, it's time for steady to come back. Because, you know, balance.
Well, if we're talking about balance, you need more quirky. But no, you don't choose quirky options. You refuse.
Really should have taken controls back from me then.
But it was too late. Considering it's not really our job to take down violent criminals, I'm inclined to let the police handle the legwork on this one. But, at the same time, we need them to loop us in on the investigation. We'll never find Sue.
I mean, I'm also like, Flower said that they really like the police option and people rarely pick it.
2020.
No, it's 20XX.
Okay, but like, you know what I meant. Teo, you're sure you can find someone who'd be willing to share their final
But I am
thought?
going to be saying ACAB throughout this entire section. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. You two see what you can dig up while I get ready for the final showdown. I'll make some calls. Gavin, meet me out front with the van.
I also think that these two are the most trustworthy in terms of getting information via people talking.
You don't trust Juniper and Percy?
Do you?
That's not my question.
I think that when Percy was trying to comfort a crying child, he just confused her into stopping.
What about Juniper?
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
Hmm?
What do you mean?
Do
no?
I trust that Juniper has the people skills to get us to where we need to be? Maybe. Debatably.
Wow. So rude. Affirmative. We won't let you down, Kronk.
Anyway. I mean, really. It's true. I restored the most balance here. You can't have it both ways. I'm a firm believer in neither of these things. However, I'll also note that the Cooper family has the benefit of wealth and social status to insulate us considerably from any difficulties with the police. Up to and including the law looking the other way, as my brother... Oh wait, this is Gavin!
Yeah, I'm surprised you're actually reading it. I mean, if you want to go, keep going. Have fun.
I'll read his perspective because you're reading both voices. Up to and including the law looking the other way, as my brothers and sisters routinely skirt legal issues in their corporate antics, even though it's probably more about corporate lawsuits at that point than the local police. But the platonic ideal of law and order? Absolutely a firm non-believer. Gavin is a black man. I don't think he believes this strongly in the police, but okay. So I was quite relieved when Krunk chose the sensible option of simply inquiring with the authorities.
Hey, heard to Gavin. Coming, Gavin.
Pardon?
Ah, pardon. I was lost in thought.
Besides, we get more people of color this way. Or oops, both of your options involved all of the white people, except for Ashley. I sipped the coffee provided to us by one of Ben and Matt's cafe hosts to refocus my thoughts. We'd been waiting a full hour at this point, which caused me no end of frustration.
There's no need to worry, my friend. Am I worried? I can read it all over your face. That slight furrow in your brow, the frown. I've been around you long enough to know when things aren't going your way. Trust me, you got this in the bag. I know perfect woman for us to talk to. Bright young officer, smart as a whip, keen sense of justice. Plus, she's dating someone in my dance group.
It amazes me sometimes how Teo finds time to maintain all these social connections and relationships. I find it bothersome to keep up the few that I have. Relatable!
Wait, I'm supposed to keep up social connections?
I believe you're the one who's like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to this person in a while. I should do that.
And then I never do it.
Sometimes you do it.
Rarely. The amount of talking to people I do is usually you.
I'm aware.
And on some days, that seems like effort too. Talking is effort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not concerned about the quality of your asset. I'm concerned with the delay. Asset? Come on, Gavin. These are people. People like you and me. You need to loosen up a little.
Never.
Hey, let's decide which of us is playing good cop, which of us is playing bad cop.
There are no good cops.
Neither of us are cops, Teo. Yeah, but think about it. Two private dicks meeting in a shady coffee joint with a police informant.
Okay there, Ashley.
The whole story is shady. Since when? Work with me here. I'm trying to make this more exciting.
Seriously?
I'll settle for it being more productive. Funk is counting on us. And Naomi's counting on us too, right? Pardon? Come on. I know you two have been spending more time together lately. We work together. That's unavoidable. That's not what I mean, and you know it. You two were at each other's throats all the time during the Funkflex days. But now that everyone's pulling together to make discomfort and burgers happen, well... Don't think I haven't been noticing the extra hours you put in. Wink.
Does he have
This
stuff in
is-
his eye again?
Irrelevant to the situation at hand. Let's stay focused, shall we? Sure.
A natural pause settles into our conversation as Teo's attention drifts to someone or something else.
Hey!
Hey!
Haven't seen you at the last two meetups. Not doing anything I wouldn't do, are you? Or anything I would do?
Wink!
Wink!
Nah, I've just been super busy. But I'll beat your score on Stop the Beat any day now. Just wait and see. Oh, hey, Gavin. How's tricks?
Pardon?
Tricks are fine. Do I know you?
Dude, I was at the Funplex almost every day of every week, and I've been coming to Discomfort and Burger since it opened?
Ah, apologies. I tend to avoid getting to know the customers. Too many conflicts of interest, you understand. Let's see, you're, something starting with a D?
Gavin, even more socially awkward. Can talk business and nothing else. D.
So I'm in the right neighborhood.
No, just D. That's my name. D.
T's one of my star pupils. Does all her own costuming,
Choreographs.
Choreographs her freestyle sections, runs a channel with dance instruction videos. Good for D then. And as for the police,
Yeah, I brought her along. Hey, Gigi! You two are Dee's friends? Detective Ji Woo Cho. Pleased to meet you. Oh look, it's Cho! In the proper spot. The last name. Cho Chang. Has 2 last names. That's her name.
Oh. I had no idea what you were talking about. I was very confused.
I've complained about it before. As of
Okay,
many
but do you
others.
think I'm immediately brain going to you mentioning Harry Potter of all things?
I'm gonna go get a slice of cake of that cheesecake and let you 3 chat. Don't be long, Gigi. I've got a big day planned. The young dancer weaves between the tables to go purchase something tasty from the Whole Story Bakery, leaving her girlfriend to settle in for a conversation. Yeah! So, Dee tells me you had a run-in with everyone's favorite street hackers?
The so-called ghost monsters, yes.
Right. I'm not sure how much help I can be. They're part of several open investigations regarding credit card theft, fraud, and other cybercrimes. Given how adept they are at information technology, we're trying to play this one carefully and quietly. Honestly, I don't think I should even be talking about them.
They could be the key to saving Discomfort and Burgers, the heart of Dee's dance crew. Are you sure you can't offer us anything?
I hate to make you come out here for nothing, but I've got no comment at this time. Which will not suffice, needless to say. I need to open her up and get her talking. Immediately I consider an appeal to reason, but how would Crunk handle this, I wonder? And how much information should I share in turn?
Oh. What? Ninjas or ninja robots?
Yes, that one.
Ninjas. Are we in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles territory? Where the only reason they were ninja robots was because you can't kill people on TV?
Anyway.
What?
What?
You should pick the ninja robots.
Absolutely not. This is Gavin talking.
Okay, but this is how would Kronk respond. Ninja
Okay,
robot.
but this is Gavin. Gavin will never let these words leave his own mouth.
Ninja robots.
Nope.
So rude.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be so rude.
I will. How would Kronk respond? I shall commit humor. It will only go well. Yeah, I don't.
Exactly.
Can you imagine Gavin saying that? Because I can't.
I can, and it's hilarious, which is why we should choose it.
Absolutely not.
See, this is why you're no fun.
Alright. I don't see any sense in prolonging this. I can be direct and diplomatic at the same time.
See, you're no fun, no.
I'm sorry that steady is apparently no fun. What's your point?
We could have had nature robots.
Uh-huh. And? All cops are bastards and I'm not making jokes at them.
Consider us a resource you can draw on in your investigation. Are you familiar with the gang shooting with Discomfort and Burgers a few days ago?
Yeah, I talked with the officer who was on the scene. You told him the ghost monsters were involved, but we couldn't find any trace of them.
They're elusive to be certain, but I know what I saw, and am willing to testify to that fact.
Perhaps.
More importantly, we strongly believe they were hired by do-do-dodo to cause trouble for our arcade.
And the detective just sits there, listening. I was hoping for more of a dramatic reaction to that reveal, honestly.
Dramatic should have gone with Robot Ninjas. You know of do-do-dodo, yes? Owner of Deko's Palace, the current king of the arcade scene.
Okay. Let me give you two some free advice. Without confirming or denying the involvement of Mr. Nami in my investigation, this is not a situation you want to be involved with. There's a reason the ghost monsters keep dodging charges brought up against them. It's not just their usual slippery elusiveness.
Someone paying.
Money is power, and they have money in their corner. Coincidentally, I understand Deiko Nami is spectacularly wealthy.
Capitals. Which is why we need your help. We believe we can convince the ghost monsters to turn on their patron. That we can take down Deiko Nami and clear the good name of Discomfort and Burgers in the process. According to Flower, there is no good name of Discomfort and Burgers.
Don't forget the apostrophe.
Always need the apostrophe.
Discomfort and burger apostrophe.
All we need to know is where the gang currently is.
She clearly thinks I've lost my mind, but I can also tell she's giving the idea some merit, thinking it over. Obviously, I can't encourage or even suggest a civilian confront a dangerous gang head-on, even if it could supposedly aid in my investigation, and even if police officers do regularly tell domestic violence victims to fuck off until the person actually does something. All cops are bastards! Nor can I risk the case I've been building up by directly participating in such a confrontation. Tell me, do you honestly believe you can find dirt on Deiko Nami? I would happily trade some hacker guppies for the big fish.
Kronk believes it can be done. And I believe in Kronk.
Okay. This is a terrible, terrible idea, but it's not too deep of a state secret where the ghost monsters are right now. Ever since the little incident at Discomfort and Burgers, they've been holed up in their little island of Lost Boys hideout. But one of them's a girl! In fact, they're later. The detective scribbles down Sue's name and address on a whole-story napkin, sliding it over to me. I still strongly suggest against going there, but I owe Teo for introducing me to Dee, and that means I own Discomfort and Burgers, and I owe you. Just please try to avoid doing anything that will add body bags to my evidence pile, okay? Well, I mean, Kronk already got shot.
Exactly. Understood.
Hey, you done yet? We've got a date to go on. Pardon me, boys. I need to kidnap the good detective for a full day of romantic antics that will leave her legs quivering like jelly. Toodles!
Okay.
I briefly see the detective mouth the words, "Help me," my way before grinning and departing with her colorful girlfriend. Once they exit, Teo turns to me, smiling like a Cheshire cat.
See, did I come through or what? More than you realize. Huh?
I carefully, very carefully, fold up the napkin with Sue's name and location before pocketing. Maybe Detective Cho gave us our new trump card by accident, writing down Sue's real name on instinct. Maybe it was intentional. Either way, I intend not to splurge this gift.
We have what we need. Let's go back to discomfort and burgers.
I've dedicated my life to protecting the dreams of others. It's a goal I've often failed at, due to failing to understand the dreamer, much less the dream. Tonight, we must not fail. At all costs. I've done my part. Now it's up to Crump to pull off a miracle. But if anyone is capable of miracles, it's them. I know this to be true. We will have our day in the sun.
Part of me is saying that might be a good face to end for the night because I do have to go to bed. And I'm very tired.
Okay.
We got the location.
We named it the final level, and technically it is, but we didn't even finish.
Well, I never expected us to finish.
Hey, we did a chapter and a half last time.
Yeah, we also went for 3 hours and it was
Yeah, but I mean, still. We did a chapter and a half last time, damn. And that's the one that Flower missed.
And Flower missed the action-packed one.
Thanks for joining us, Flower.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Hope you enjoyed actually having the police option be picked for once.
Flower can't have enjoyed joining because we named it Discomfort and Burger apostrophe.
To cause discomfort.
that cannot be enjoyed because of how we screwed everything up.
Should I have put the apostrophe after the S?
No, it should have been Discomfort apostrophe and Burgers no apostrophe. Just a random apostrophe somewhere else. That probably would have screwed everything up even more.
Burr apostrophe Gurs. Okay, don't die now. You're not allowed to.
But I'm going to anyway.
Nope, not allowed. Okay, thanks for joining. Goodbye.